How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, I actually have two channels, the Rusty Rooster Homestead channel and the Kevin Robinson 6688 channel. And we made a video on the Rusty Rooster Homestead channel on a log or a sawmill that we're going to purchase. I ordered a new LT25 Wood Miser sawmill for the homestead. Well, with that new sawmill, I'm going to have some new projects I'm going to have to be working on. And one of them is called a log arch. So we're going to get ready. I'm starting to gather up stuff to build this log arch. And we got quite a few projects to do. But this is actually a pretty big one. And I want to make sure that I do it right and do a good job on it. So as you can see in front of me, I have a bunch of stuff on the table. I've been gathering up stuff to do this build, this log arch build. And it takes a good bit of stuff, but I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of money in this thing. I think it's going to be pretty cheap compared to what they cost brand new. They're pretty expensive if you have to buy one. It's a good chunk of change, but I think we have all the tools that we need to build a log arch. And this is going to be for the back of the ATV, so we can haul the logs into the sawmill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I have now and give you an idea of what I'm going to be building. And it's probably going to be, I probably won't start on it until the weekend. So if I post this video on Wednesday, by Saturday, I should start building by Saturday. I'm hoping that the snow goes away enough to where I can start building, because there's a lot of the stuff that I need for this build is covered up in snow right now. So gonna have to get underneath that snow to get this stuff out to work with. So let me show you what I have so far to work with. Now, to start off with, I had these old wheels and tires in the barn. They were off of an old Jacobson tractor, and I wanted to get a set of hubs to fit these wheels because I already have them. If I buy wheels and tires, it's going to cost me another $120, $130. Well, this is going to save us at $120 or $130 by using these. We had a slight bit of an issue with these. The hub fits, but the holes are just a little bit too small. So we might have to punch the hole out, or maybe take a die grinder in there and clean them out just a little bit. But not very much. It's unreal how close they are to actually fitting almost perfect. So these are the wheels we want to use, which are pretty decent size. Nice width from the table up, nice and wide. That'll hold you up on top of the ground, I think, with some heavy weight. They don't look like they're dry rotted or anything, but they have been in the barn for quite a few years. So there's no air in them right now, but we'll see. We'll see what we have to do. If we have to get tires, then at least we don't have to buy the rims. Okay, we'll move over here to the hubs. These are the hubs that I bought. They're a 5-bolt hub, 1,250 pounds per hub. So you're talking 2,500 pounds on both of them combined together. And they are 4.5 bolt pattern, 4.5 inch bolt pattern. We got 2 of these. And we picked up, these are weld-on axles, trailer axle spindles. And we got 2 of these. These will go in the log arch. We will weld these in, and we'll be able to put that hub on there, and then those wheels and tires on the hub. So we got those. Okay, we got this hitch to go with it, and this is 1 7/8 ball. This is 2.5 inch wide stock back in here. This will be square stock back here, 2.5 inches. And this is a 2,000 pound weight capacity on it. So that'll be fine for what we need. Now, our sawmill will only take so big of a log. This is a 25-inch steel skidding tongs. So these are going to be pretty nice. Let me get something cut this open with. I actually haven't even taken them out of the box yet. So we picked these up. And this is what is actually going to hold our log. So this will go out and be able to jam right into our log and be able to lift it up. That's the whole idea of it. So you guys can see them. That will be attached. This will be attached to the log arch. This piece here. This hook will be attached to the log arch, and we'll be able to lift our log up off the ground so we can either drag it or tow it. Okay, you'll have to excuse my drawing. I'm not the best at drawing, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what this log arch looks like. Now, my whole thing is I want to be able to put, I know the sawmill will do for sure 12.5 foot lumber. So from the very front of this up in here somewhere to about where my tongs, those skidding tongs are going to hang, I want it to be at least 6.5 feet from back in here up to here. And my sawmill will only do so wide of material, so big, so wide of a log. I think it's like 26-inch log it will do. So maybe between here and here, both the wheels, this arch part, maybe we'll make that around 28 to 30 inches. We don't want it too wide that we can't maneuver it around in the woods that hard. You know, we want to be able to get around trees and stuff. We will put some kind of a hook, something up here to hold the log into place with a way to chain it or attach it here, plus have a chain and be able to wrap it and attach it back here with the tongs. So that's kind of what it's going to look like, and we're not going to weld these bends. We're going to use pipe to build this out of pipe. And we're going to use our pipe bender, the pipe bender that you guys probably seen in my videos. We're going to use that pipe bender because I think if I do that and I weld some gussets in here, I should be able to make that a little stronger. Now I drew these lines on here. This is a smaller piece of pipe right here. And that's just a support beam coming down and attaching to these legs so they don't kick either way. Now this may be only a small piece of pipe. This won't be a big piece of pipe, this will be a small piece, and I don't think it's going to go clear up to there. I don't think it's going to go that far up. It may be back in here somewhere and then come down. Like I said, this is just a rough drawing of it. And then when it comes to this piece here, we're going to do this bend. We're going to bend this, and then we will weld our we'll get a piece of square tubing and we'll put our hitch on the end of here. Now I do have one of these, I call them boat cranks. I don't know what they're actually called, but it's got a cable in there and you crank it and it'll be attached back here. So I have one of them, so I don't have to buy that. I don't have to buy any of the pipe, and I don't think there's a whole lot more that we need to build this. I have the pipe. There might be some flat steel, these gussets. I might have to pick some of that up, but I'm hoping I can find some down in the barn or in my scrap metal, some way of without having to spend any more money on gussets. And I'll need gussets up here, one here, and one here. So just a rough drawing of what this thing is going to look like. I'm hoping that we can do a pretty good job on it. I want to take my time and do the best job that I possibly can. It may take me a couple videos to build this because I do want to give everybody the measurements on what I do, and this, like I said, will just be for my what wood I want. Now you might want wider wood, So you might want to make this wider in between here. You might want to do longer wood, so you might want to put, you know, make a longer, this frame part here on the top, you might want it longer. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like, and I will leave that video in the description down below so you can see the one that I really like the best. So I think this is going to be a fun build. I'm going to enjoy it. I might need a pulley or so, but I think I have some down in the garage or in the barn. I got some pulleys, so we might be okay with the pulley. Because I'm going to bring that cable back here somewhere, and there might be another piece of metal attached on back here for that to come back and be able to lift that log. My goal is to get the log about 12 inches off the ground. The biggest log that I can put on the sawmill, I'd like to see it 12 inches off the ground. I don't want this too high. I don't want that log too high in there, too far off the ground, because then you have a better chance of this thing tipping over on the rough terrain. And if you guys have been watching the videos at the Rusty Rooster, some of that terrain over there it's hillside. There's some hillsides over there. So we want to be able to maneuver this thing around without it tipping over. All right, that's our next project. Now, if you guys have any comments or any ideas or something you'd like for me to look at, leave it in the comments down below, because I'm open for any suggestions or any ideas. I have actually been going through this for probably 3 weeks now, trying to figure out exactly how I want to build this thing. And it's driving me crazy because I'm up at nights trying to think of how to build this thing and to build it as strong as I possibly can without making it as heavy. So I don't want it super heavy, but I don't want it to fall apart either while we're out there bringing logs in. So I would like to tell everybody thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.